students of class 7. Still we are in the same chapter, that is excretory system. We have come to the end of this chapter. So this is the fourth part. In this we are going to learn about urinary system disorders. That means any disease or disorder which is there, we will be discussing under these points. Urinary tract infections, also known as UTIs, you must be knowing about this. Bladder control problems, kidney stones, very common here in the hills, kidney failures and dialysis. Okay, so this is your excretory system. These are the stones which are there in the kidneys and are removed after the operation. Here you can see these are the stones. It could be there in the urinary bladder or in the ureter or maybe in the kidneys, and it causes lots of pain. And here you have about the kidney failure. We will be talking about kidney failure as well. Now let us start urinary system disorders. These are the common terms for all the problems. There are a number of common urinary disorders that can occur in our body, but we are going to learn few of them. So first is UTI, urinary tract infection. You must have heard in your families, people they say that they are suffering from UTI, that means urinary tract infection, infection in the urinary tract. It's a very common problem. An infection in the urinary tract is called urinary tract infection. In short, we call it UTI. These are experienced by millions of people each year around the world. Women are susceptible to UTI. Means it could happen to both male as well as female. But women especially, they suffer from this UTI, urinary tract infections. It is caused by a bacteria which is called E. coli. Okay, Escherichia coli, which are found in the digestive tract. Usually they are found in digestive tract, but they often make their way into the urinary system. So from the digestive system, sometimes they come to the urinary system also, and once they reach the urinary system, they multiply and results in an infection. So once they are there in the urinary tract means the tubes which are connected in the urinary system, ureter and all, then they multiply, they grow in number, they reproduce, and then infection occurs in your body. Not only E. coli, but some other microorganisms are also there as chlamydia and mycoplasma. So these two names also you can remember. They also cause urinary tract infection in both men and women, male and female. So this is a very common problem, UTI. People suffer from it, especially the ladies. Most common treatment for urinary tract infections is antibiotics. You know about antibiotics. So when a person suffers from UTI, they are prescribed antibiotics. This is a tablet which you take orally. Okay, over 90% of UTI can be cured with oral antibiotics. That means you can take as tablets or capsules. Drinking lots of water and keeping hygiene also helps to prevent UTI. So when a person suffers from UTI, they have to take lot of water. Otherwise also, if a healthy person takes lots of water and maintains hygiene, okay, then the person will rarely get this type of infection. So it is better to take lots of water every day. Now something for you to know. Did you know? The yellow color of the urine is due to the presence of a pigment called urochrome. Other day I told about bilirubin, that is also one of them. Okay, so this gives yellow color. It is formed by the breakdown of hemoglobin and worn out RBCs. RBCs, that means red blood cells. Okay, so worn out red blood cells and hemoglobin. Breakdown of hemoglobin, you get urochrome. It's a pigment which gives yellow color to the urine. One more is there for you to know. Urinary tract infections can occur in different areas of the urinary system. We have already studied about the urinary system and the parts of it, organs of it. Depending on its specific location, where exactly it is located in the body, the UTI is given a specific name. For example, a bladder infection is called cystitis. Okay, if it is there in the bladder, it is called cystitis. A kidney infection is known as pyelonephritis. So if it is there in the kidney, pyelonephritis we call it. And if there is an infection in the urethra, that means opening of the urinary bladder, it's called urethritis. Okay. So depending on where it is located, we give different name to this UTI. Next we have got bladder control problems. As the name suggests, bladder control. Some of the human beings don't have control over their urinary bladder. That means they can urinate anytime. Or one of the examples could be leakage of urinary bladder. You don't have control over urinary bladder. Usually the healthy person, once you can control your urinary bladder, once it is full, then only you go to urinate. But just adverse to it, opposite to it, here you don't have control over it. Another common problem is loss of bladder control. That means you don't have control over the urinary bladder. It is also called urinary incontinence. Okay, and the treatments that can help are these. Before that, I'll show you a few pictures. It's very painful as well as embarrassing. Here you can see in these two photographs, they don't have control over urination, over the urinary bladder. That is why they urinate. Sometimes you can see the elders, the pant is wet, okay, or the clothes are wet because of urinating. So this is because of bladder control problems. And how you can get rid of it? Bladder or behavior training helps to control the urine flow. Exercises that strengthen the bladder outlet. So these and medications. Medications means the medicines are given to you, prescribed by the doctors, and you have to take them. These two, the exercise and training, all these are there, which you have to do every day continuously if you are suffering from this, so that you can improve. Okay? And the last option is surgery. If your problem is not controlled by medication or exercises and then this training and all, then you have to go for surgery. Now one example here, it's not there in the book, but I have given so that you will understand it better. Slight loss of urine after sneezing, coughing or laughing. A person sneezes, coughs, and then small leakage is there of urine. Okay, so that comes under bladder control problems. So here you can see there is a big ball, okay, kept under the thighs and pressing from both the sides. This is a kind of exercise they do it so that the bladder can function properly. It is strengthened and it can function properly. Okay, so this was bladder control problem. Now kidney stones. Here in the hills, we have heard many of our elders telling that I have got pain in my kidney. There may be some kidney stones. Some are diagnosed with that they have got stones in their kidneys. So it's a very, very common problem, and with the medication also it goes. And if there is a major problem, people go for surgery. Okay, small stones are there that comes out with the urine. Here also you have to take lots of water. The solid deposits that occur in the urinary system are called kidney stones. It is solid. They form inside the kidney out of substances in the urine. So first they are made in the kidneys. And whenever you have got kidney stones, you will have a severe pain. So these diagrams are there with which I explain how this happens. They may remain in the kidney. So here you can see it is there in the kidney itself. Or move through the urinary tract. In some cases, where they are very small stone, it may pass out of the body without much pain. If smaller ones are there, they may come out with the urine and there won't be excessive pain. However, if it is larger in size, if it's bigger, it can get lodged anywhere in the ureter, bladder or urethra. Then the problem starts. So here you can see this stone is there in the ureter. This is the tube which connects the kidney to the urinary bladder. It may also be there. You can see one stone here. It is there in the bladder. Okay. Sometimes it can be here also. The opening of urinary bladder through which the urine comes out. And in all this position, it is very, very dangerous because passage of urine will not be there. Okay, and then you will have a severe pain. It can be very, very painful and also block the flow of urine. So urine cannot flow properly if it is there either in the ureter or urinary bladder or in the way to urethra. Based on the severity of this case, that means if it is very severe, very, very painful, then we go for surgery. It may also require surgery to remove the stones. Medication and special diet also help to prevent kidney stones. So those who are having kidney stones, they are prescribed with special diet. Okay, some medicines are given so that the stones, if it is small, it can pass with the urine, and if it is a bigger one obstructing the normal passage of the urine, then you have to go for the surgery. And here in this diagram you can see some stones are there. These are the kidney stones. So they could be small also, they could be very big. Then comes kidney failure. You must have heard that people, they have died because of kidney failure. Kidney is the one which purifies the blood and eliminates the poisons or poisonous substances from the body in the form of urine. Just imagine if your kidney is not working or it's not working fully, it is working partially only, then you will have problem. So this we call it kidney failure. There are different types of kidney failure. When kidneys are no longer able to remove the waste material from blood or maintain the necessary balance of water and chemicals in the body, it may result in kidney or renal failure. Renal means kidney. So either renal failure or kidney failure you can say. Why? If it is not able to remove the waste material, it is not able to maintain the balance of water and chemical salts in the body. Either too much of salts or too much of water is going, or it's not going out, then you will suffer from kidney or renal failure. When it happens suddenly, that means all of a sudden there is a problem with your kidney, it is known as acute renal failure, ARF, acute renal failure. Now, if it has happened suddenly all of a sudden, then it can be reversed. That means it can be treated, and usually reversible and can be treated. That means it is the initial stage. All of a sudden you find some problem with your kidney, and then you go to the doctor and medicines are given, it can be cured. But one more is there, that is chronic kidney disease, CKD, chronic kidney disease. That means for a longer period of time you are suffering from it. Chronic means old. So this becomes CKD. This is dangerous. Occurs over a longer period of time and can result in the end stage renal disease, ESRD. ESRD means end stage renal disease or kidney disease. That means now there is no option, you cannot go for medicines. Then something has to be done. It is a permanent loss of kidney function. That means kidney has stopped functioning. It has stopped purifying the blood. It is not able to eliminate the waste in the form of urine from your body. This is a dangerous situation. So if it reaches the point where a person has less than 10 to 15% of kidney function, that means kidney has almost stopped functioning. Only 10 to 15% it is working. In that case, dialysis or kidney transplant is necessary. Kidney transplant means you have to get a kidney from somebody else. We have got a pair of kidney, two kidneys are there. One is enough for you to do all the functions. So a healthy person can donate if they are willing. Then this patient will have no problem hereafter. Okay? But there are many things involved in that blood group match, this and that, willingness, and somebody should be there to give. So we have to go for either dialysis or kidney transplant. Kidney transplant already I told you. Dialysis, it's a machine which works as your kidney. You must have heard many people are taken to Siliguri, maybe once a week or twice a week for dialysis. What they do there? They take the blood from your arm, it goes to the machine, purifies there, and then the blood again is given back to the body. And it takes maybe 8 hours, 12 hours. So this is a very painful process. Here you can see kidney failure, a pair of kidney is there. Now here you can see the kidney transplant. So two are there. The one who gives the kidney is called donor. Okay, he is donating one of his kidneys. So functioning kidneys. So both the kidneys are functioning, they are healthy. So one is taken through the surgery and given to somebody else, who is called receiver, the one who is receiving the kidney. Non-functioning kidney. So both the kidneys are not functioning. Okay, that is why one healthy kidney, functioning kidney is given to him or her. So this is called kidney transplant. In the other picture you can see, this was the donor and this is the recipient. Okay. So both are having one functioning kidney. So he is also surviving, other person is also surviving. Whereas this recipient, if there was no kidney transplant, he would have died. Now this healthy person has donated his kidney to him, one of his kidney, so both are surviving. So this is called kidney transplant. Now we will be studying about dialysis. So hereafter, if someone is going for dialysis from your family, from your neighborhood, now you know what is dialysis. In human body, kidney plays a key role in the filtration of blood and excretion of waste substances from the body. Moreover, they help to maintain the balance of salt levels in the blood. Potassium, how much it should be there, sodium, how much it should be there. So that balance is kept by the kidney. This regulates blood pressure as well as stimulates the production of red blood cells in the body. Thus, failure of both the kidneys due to some cause could lead to the death of an individual. Kidney plays a very vital role of purifying the blood and also maintains the level of salts and water in our body. So if your kidney is not working, both the kidneys are not working, it may lead to death also. If patient seeks no treatment, if the patient doesn't go for treatment, then a person can die also because of this, if the kidneys are not working. An artificial kidney, also called as dialyzer. It's a machine which does the dialysis. It's a machine that can be used for such a person with none of the kidneys functioning properly. If both the kidneys are not functioning properly, then you have to take the help of a machine which is called dialyzer. This machine can filter the blood of such patient. Now kidneys are not doing their work, so the machine does the same work, purifying the blood. Through the dialyzer, impure blood with the excess salt and urea is led from radial artery in the arm. After passing the blood through the machine, the purified blood is sent to the vein in the same arm. So from your arm, they remove the blood, which is, you can say, dirty blood, having all the salts, urea, uric acid and all. So it goes to the machine, it purifies the blood. And then what happens? The purified blood is again given back to the body through the vein. Now, if the kidneys are permanently damaged, dialysis should be repeated for about 12 hours. 12 long hours. It's a very, very painful process. That also twice a week. In a week you have to go twice and you have to stay there in a room lying for 12 hours so that this purification of blood can take place. Now, the urinary system removes the waste and extra fluid from our blood. There may be different urinary system disorders that can arise within this complex system. We have discussed about few problems, few diseases, but there could be many more. So, if someone is having pain and difficulty in passing urine or any other problem with urinary tract, suppose if you are willing and you want to go for urination and then passing the urine is the problem, or whenever you are urinating you are feeling a kind of pain, or even if you are not urinating, you feel a kind of pain in your kidneys, lower abdomen, it is preferable to talk to your parents about that and consult a doctor. Get the medical tests, lab tests done so that they can diagnose your problem and start medication. If it is fine in the early stage, then your kidneys could be healthy. So don't wait, don't take it for granted. It is not common. If you find problem while urinating, it's better to consult a doctor. First you can tell your elders or parents about the same. One must contact the doctor for a diagnosis and treatment. Early detection and treatment of urinary tract problems may play a role in keeping the kidney healthy. So if you want to keep your kidneys healthy, if you find any kind of feeling which is uncomfortable, you are having pain, it is better to consult a doctor. Now here in this picture it is shown how dialysis takes place in the hospitals. So from one arm the blood goes for purification in the dialyzer, and after purification again through the veins the purified blood is given back to the body. And the next picture is of a dialyzer. This is a machine where dialysis takes place. So with this we have come to the end of this video. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay positive, and have a great day. Thank you.